Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak. Well, last episode, our Chapter 3 Edith sweep continued as we completed Station Street before heading over to the Tyrell District, where our next job, a lost lover, had us look into her boyfriend's disappearance, as we learnt that he had died as a scout for our martyr attempting to leave his gang so we could go legit and get married, reporting the truth that we had learned to the client before reasoning with her to stop her going down a path of vengeance. We now continue chatting.
I just realized we've got a sweep, but we've also got 2 free time slots to do, so maybe we should actually hit one of them up, considering we can seemingly hit all of them. So who do I hang out with first? Dingo Brad or Renee Kincaid? Let's head out with Renee Kincaid. Don't call him Renee. Seems like Gehenna's frozen over because Renee invited me out to have tea with him, but I guess we do have some things to catch up on. I guess I'll go along with this for once. Sure. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. So what's the big deal, Renee? Why'd you drag me all the way out here on such short notice? You know, I prefer if you didn't call me that. All these years later and I still have to remind you first thing when we sit down to talk. You never changed, do you, Van? I only call you that because it's still your name, pal. Change your name and I'll change what I call you. Simple as that. Yeah, I take that back. You have changed. You're now sassier than before. Now then, I realized that ever since we exchanged contact info, we haven't once gotten together in private like this. So since I had some time to relax away from work today, I decided to call you over here and now here we are. So you don't have any real business with me? Is that what you're saying? You're a real roundabout guy, you know that? Most guys, when they just want to shoot the shit together, do it over a couple of pints at a local bar or something. Trust me, I have plenty of reasons to drink. I'll have to make time to do that sometime later. Unlike your freewheeling self as a Spriggan, those of us in the government always have our hands full with work. And I never said I didn't have business with you, Van. Don't you think it's my job as something of the older brother to wonder how you're doing and want to check in? Ah, so that's what this is all about, huh? Well, I'm just about the same as ever, barely keeping the business afloat as best as I can. You know how it goes. You brought in more help, though, didn't you? I heard he's attached to Hayway as well. With one glaring exception, I have to say. You're putting up quite the seedy roster of lackeys over there. Could you not dig these things up like you're a world-class shovel before I've even said a word about them? But just so we're clear, they foisted themselves onto me without asking. They're not there because I asked them to be. If I had it my way, I'd still be flying solo and everything would be perfect. You say that, but you have a noticeable spring in your step compared to before. It's fine to say you like them, Van. You're not a child anymore. No need to be bashful. Shut up. It's always the same with you. You and Elaine both. And you, I should say. If nothing else, I imagine new helpers will be good for you in the long run. My hope is they'll keep you from being tempted to repeat what you pulled before. Suddenly, Elaine and I would both appreciate it. Aren't you going to pick that up? It's probably a work call, isn't it? Don't worry about it. This is more important. Now, you're not in a rush, right? Why don't you and I stay here for a while? At least until we're done drinking our coffee. You can even order some dessert if you like. It'll be my treat. I'm feeling generous. Are you telling me we're... Keep talking like normal and don't look alarmed. This must look like a perfectly natural conversation. Yeah, he's talking to that guy we have in our data. Alright, I'll contact you again later. Looks like he took off. Am I right in thinking it was you he was watching and not me? Indeed, your intuition is on point. Correct, no problems here. Proceed with things as we originally planned. Adios. This is why you really called me out here, isn't it? No need to be so upset. It wasn't entirely about me. I genuinely wanted to hear how you were doing too. I didn't say I was upset. His name is Hubert. He's a relatively recent hire of the CID who joined us a year and a half ago. That's all. He sure looks and acts like someone who's a lot less fresh than that. What's a guy like him doing looking after one of the agency's own analysts? I said he was new to the CID, not the occupation itself. He used to work for the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division. One of Erebonia's guys. Didn't their agency just get a big reshuffle a little while back? That's right. The Ironblood's out of the picture and the war over. He said he saw the Empire as a lost cause. So he came over to our side and was nice enough to supply us with intelligence about the founding of Erebonia's new intelligence division. He still maintains his citizenship over there as well. A double agent then. He is, insofar as most people within the CID are concerned. Hold on, you're telling me he's... Yes, in all likelihood, he's a triple agent. He hasn't truly defected to our side. His real objective is to either obtain information on us or disrupt our operations. All under the orders of Lecter Arundel at the new division. I've heard that name before. Has a reputation for being a real cunning bastard. You're telling me, even with the Ironbloods gone, he's a formidable figure who continues to sit at the heart of their intelligence operations. Nearly all spies who sent into Erebonia since the war have either been terminated or sweet-talked into joining him instead. What the hell? Lecter's going to work. We've had quite a lot of egg on our face in recent times because of him. Alright, so back up a sec. If you already know that much about him, then that means you must be doing something about it, right? Correct. By letting him see me with you, we hope to cause a little disruption of our own within his intelligence network. With any luck, he'll be turned into a quadruple agent working to our benefit, whether he realizes it or not. Gonna feed him false information. Sure. Quadruple. In the next game, you better be a quintuple. Suffice it to say, it'll be very interesting to see what Scarecrow's next move will be. I'm not gonna lie, all this double crossing crap you got going on is making my head spin. And hey, keep me out of your stupid intelligence warfare. I don't want anything to do with that bullshit whatsoever. No need to get so worked up. I told you that you can order anything off the dessert menu. Go ahead, pick whatever you'd like. It'll make you feel better. Don't you try to bribe me, you spectacled sadist. Van proceeded to order the most expensive desserts he could find out of spite. However, Kincaid wasn't even fazed, paying for it without a word of protest. Exasperated by his friend's eternally unflappable demeanor, Van returned to work with a sigh.
I'll be putting you to good use.
Yeah, I know
Good
you bloody
use.
will. Right, Kincaid's dex +3. What? How is Kincaid's dex going up? Does this mean what I think it means? Van's dex is at +3 as well. Well, instantly callbacks from scenes that we've seen in Reverie.
A droplet of paradise.
Spoiler!
More than the
Did you see?
sweetest of
There's a new
Random
movie.
character gets stats up. There's a new movie.
show business in. Sober.
It's no use. I had my heart so set on going to the Farbad Film Festival after what happened with the one in Meseldam. But my mum and dad won't let me go to it. They say it's too far away. This sucks. I guess I'll have to rely on people posting their impressions online about it to get anything fun out of it. Please, to any Calvard cinephiles going to the festival, I'm begging you, post about it on message bulletins so everyone can read what it's like. Oh, it's crap. Everyone troll. Everyone troll.
Thank you for your visit.
I hope the Farbad Film Festival is being planned by Vegas Films. Nothing good will come out of that, I'm sure. Meseldam's film festivals are the culmination of businesses and
If you have a ticket,
cultural
please
organizations
proceed
coming
the
together to make
entrance.
something great. But their focus isn't on making mirror, they want to promote the cultural value of films. But Vegas Films is a greedy company that makes its money off tacky frills,
We
with
have
Gotti
merchandise
overseeing the
for the movie
event.
on sale at the shop.
My expectations for it are rock bottom.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
But he's doing FNV! You've gotta love FNV. It's beeping and violence. The Farbad Film Festival is nearly upon us. It'll take place at the end of the holiday
for your
weekend.
visit today.
Hospital week? Vegas Films originally conceived it independently
The
as
show
something of a
on screen will
rival
soon
festival to the Meseldam one. Everyone's eyes are on it now, especially since the
If you
Meseldam
have a
Film
ticket,
Festival was
please
cancelled.
proceed to the entrance.
Having Alsame on board as a sponsor should help freshen things up as well. The Meseldam Film Festival places great emphasis on the artistry of filmmaking. As such, its judges
have
are mainly
merchandise
artists and
for the
literary
movie on
figures, and
sale
they
at the
award movies based on their psychological depictions and refined
Why not
theming.
buy a souvenir to remember
In
your
contrast,
visit?
I heard that Farbad's festival values entertainment and spectacle above all else. It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. Right. Being asked the weirdest question in chat. Hi, honey, would
Thank
you
you
like
for
a
your
toilet
visit
roll
today.
holder with a little shelf for your mobile phone? I thought so. I
showing
take
on
it that's
screen
what we're
too will soon
getting.
begin.
Thanks. Excellent. What? That's
you have a
awesome,
ticket,
supposedly. The
please proceed
NPCs
to
have
the
decided.
entrance.
I cried a bunch when Mama told me we had to give up on going to the Farbad Film Festival. There wasn't any place to stay. She says I'm too young to go all by myself. I'm pretty mature for my age, though, so I won't make a big fuss about it. But I sure would have loved to see it. Any festival planned by Salvatore Gotti is bound to have all kinds of fun surprises. Ah, you're a bit too young for his brand of film, I think, personally. I just saw the Peony blade. Everybody complains about the low budget, but I thought the sword fights were amazing. I guess the eastern-looking street shots were filmed in Calvard. I like seeing all the weird stuff in the background. Mama's been a real slowpoke today. Is your mum?
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
The Farbad Film Festival is almost here. When it comes to award nominees, all eyes are on Salvatore Gotti's Golden Blood at the moment. However, Wolves Requiem and Perfect Driver 2 are major contenders as well. The latter's guest appearance has audiences buzzing. It's shaping up to be a close competition, albeit one skewing differently compared to what dominates Mezzaldam's festival. Although it's not up for any nominations, I'd also highly recommend the Peony Blade, which started showing this week. Maybe I'll watch that. It's a martial arts film set in an old eastern country. That movie has attracted a large swathe of fans thanks to its exotic atmosphere. And in case you were wondering, an eastern acquaintance assures me that it doesn't have any uncomfortable, prejudicial content either. Okay.
Hello.
Welcome. Can I get you a ticket for something? What's playing right now? Golden Blood or the Peony Blade? Oh, what have I already watched? I've only watched Sober Curious, haven't I? Yes.
Hello.
Maybe I'll watch...
Thank you
I'll
for
watch
your
the
visit
Peony
today.
Blade, sure. It's new.
The showing on
How
screen
many
one
tickets
will
do you
soon
wish to
begin.
buy? Alright then, who should I invite? Ooh.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Who do I invite? Ferry's too young. Maybe. No, well, no, Ferry would actually know a bit more about him. I guess Ferry and Aaron.
We have merchandise
And
for the movie on
Agnès?
sale at the shop.
I can invite
Why
everyone.
not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
Tickets for the Peony Blade. It'll be 600 Mir for free. I can only invite 2. I could also choose to invite only 1 person. What's the difference?
Thank you
Sure.
for your visit today.
Aaron does know swords, yes. Van decided to let everyone loose so he could watch a movie during his work break. No, wait. We're taking 2 people. We're leaving 1 person. Agnès, get out. I don't want to pay for a movie ticket for you. Get out of the film. Get out of the cinema at once. What? Seems a bit inappropriate. After inviting some company to tag along with him, they made their way... Oh, that's so harsh. They made their way to the theater. Seiden is a handsome young man whose talent in sword arts is unrivaled. His unyielding sense of justice has driven him to conquer many an evil foe. Thanks to his skill with the sword and his elegant charms, he earned the title the Peony Blade. As time passes, fate begins to weave its tangled web. Seiden crosses blades with Tengai, a leader of a gang of bandits, a scoundrel who inflicts unspeakable cruelty on innocent villagers, and a murderer who killed Seiden's father.
Not half bad, kid. You're the spitting image of your old man. You've even got those same fearless eyes. I remember them glaring up at me before I closed them for good.
That's enough! I'm going to end this battle in one stroke. With this!
Your pups used that move against me, and it didn't leave its mark. History's just gonna repeat itself.
That's where you're wrong. I've refined my father's ultimate technique and taken it to heights he could have only dreamed of. Taste our might, the might of 2 generations of masters. Fine Dragon Helix!
My heart feels kind of twisty now after seeing that. I'm glad the bad guy lost in the end. But that doesn't mean everything he did should be forgiven in my opinion. Does that make sense? You know, Fairy, I agree. We have the law to try and define what's good or bad, but when you get down to it, the only truth about it is the one you feel in your heart. Always listen to what your heart tells you. You don't have to change how you feel just to make other people happy. Does that help at all? Yeah, I guess a little. That logic makes lots of people do bad things though. Fair enough. Wish I had more to offer in this situation. That last one-on-one fight was pretty well done. At least well done for a couple of film actors. Well, if you thought it was alright, they must have done a hell of a decent job. I bet you could act in a movie. Sure got the looks and talents to make it work. Actually, I did get an offer to work on a film one time. Didn't really sound like my jam though, so I turned it down. Would have had me doing completely vanilla stuff, which wasn't exciting to me. That's what you said to him. Oh, I kind of feel for the poor sap who must have been on the other end of that conversation. Hey, looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. Maybe I should pick one up as a souvenir. Who buys commemorative brochures of movies? Having finished their break, Van and his crew resume their work. So we get rep. 25. But Agnès we don't get rep with, because Agnès we told to leave. Get out of here,
Thank you
Agnès.
for your visit today.
You're not allowed to watch a movie. Get out. Seems so harsh. We got 2 reviving bums for doing that.
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Can I just watch the other movie? No way do I have time
If
to
you
catch
have a
another
ticket,
movie.
Please proceed to the entrance.
Sorry, Agnès. I'll make it up to you at some point, I'm sure.
There's a new movie.
How about some nice cold ice cream?
I hear Lon puts home some rare and unusual sweets that originate from the East. I'd love to see them sometime, and not just because I'm Eastern myself. I generally want to go over there and research them. They say Farban and Long Life sweets are super unique and exotic too. Really, I just want to travel and go on one sweet journey. Literally. I might only sell ice cream and juice here, but I'm sure the colors and whatnot I'd see in different places would give me a ton of inspiration. I heard there are these ice creams they make over by the border in Long Lai that incorporate their local specialties. Doesn't that sound incredible? If I could just find a way to try them all, maybe I'd learn some hidden secret to them I could use here. Or maybe not. That wouldn't be so bad.
Hello. Thanks for
The
shopping.
secret is it's milk that comes from me. Van's Milk Enterprises. I guess we should look at the brochure now that I think about it. So the Peony Blade is 1208, Heroic Action. Summary, an exciting and heroic action story in which a young man living in a fictional eastern country perfects his eastern martial arts and fights evil with a just heart. Seiden is a handsome young swordmaster who fights to protect the innocent, eventually attaining the title of the Peony Blade. Watch as he crosses blades with the evil Tengai, the man who cut down Zisen's father.
Good grief.
Good grief indeed.
Did you know?
When people talk about the Mafia in Calvard, they often used to mean the Dollar family. They've been famous for ages. Infamous even. Lately it seems another organization known as Almata has been extending its reach too. They were once mostly made up of white people. I hear they incite ethnic terrorism to antagonize Hayway since they're Eastern. It's honestly scary stuff. That sort of thing happens from time to time. Keep that stuff far away from me, thank you. Don't look at me like that. It's just stuff going on in the UK. I just remember there was a group of bad guys that got arrested a while ago. I want to say something sometime last year, maybe. They belonged to this organization that captured children to raise them as assassins. The guild only snuffed that out. There are rumors that they were actually a subsidiary to the Mafia. Can you imagine that? Pretty eerie stuff. Yeah, there's not good stuff happening lately.
A droplet of paradise can intoxicate more than the sweetest of wines.
My wife came by and thought I was
Discover the
reading actual
inebriating
news.
world of show
Hey there.
My customers lately can't seem to stop talking about the film festival. I haven't seen very many films, much to my embarrassment, so one of them ended up recommending a handful for me to view. I'm thinking of watching them soon. After all, it's important to be able to carry on a good conversation with whatever interests my customers. Speaking of films, we actually had a film crew come here some time ago to do some on-location shooting. Glory, I believe is the title. As I recall, they were working on something about the revolution and wanted to capture the real cafe, giving its place in local history. Perhaps I'll watch it for myself. Could make for a nice opportunity to reflect on just how much this place has seen over the years.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
It seems like we're really getting into like the immigrant racial side of the Calvard stuff we've been hearing for God knows how long now. It's like we're ready to get into those chapters of the story where we go over that point, and it's ramping up. I mean, I'm concerned about my husband. He seems incredibly busy lately. Unlike me and our son, he doesn't really get any chances to relax. I have to wonder if he's really adjusting to the new environment at all. Thankfully, we're able to be together on weekends at least, but it'd be good if we were able to actually go out and do things together as a family. Oh, the cat! I miss you, Kageyoshi, sorry! Make the noise. Kageyoshi, what's wrong? Well, aren't you a talkative one? That is simply his disposition. I prefer to think of it as one of his unique charms. No meow by Kageyoshi.
Alrighty.
I wish my little brother would try having a part-time job at least once. I know his gang's not so bad or anything, but I can also tell that he wants to make something of himself too. I just don't see the harm in getting a job and doing both anyway. I did something pretty similar too. That's puberty for you. It's hard to get kids to see eye to eye on these things.
Intoxicate more than the sweetest of wines.
I skipped you, didn't I? My friends in the entertainment business sometimes suggest that I should tour some film festivals if I want to scout out a new talent. The thing is, I strongly prefer models who have a natural charm and attractiveness that can be refined. I think they have more to offer overall. Not that their advice is bad, some people can and absolutely do recruit models at film festivals, different strokes for different folks. I just know from experience the real gems that shine the brightest are the ones out there walking the street, living normal lives like you and me. Well, there's only a few more people to do for the sweep, but I guess maybe let's fit in another free time. A walk around Seiden, by the look of it. An information broker worth trusting. We're already at stage 1 after all, or maybe not. It's been a while since I just wandered around on my own for a bit. Maybe I'll hit up Seiden. I've got some downtime on my hands after all, just so I don't run into any trouble, or specifically Dingo Brad. Fans group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Yep, that's luxury, excess, express all the way. I don't think I could handle her. No, is this a temptation van? Only got eyes for ingot? Can you really say you love your car when you haven't modded the hell out of it? Aren't you... Hey, look who it is. Bumped into each other in Lumport too, didn't we? We have a knack for doing that. Oh, what timing? I've been looking for you. Is it true that you and your companion had a hand in resolving that incident? May I ask a few questions, please? I'd like your account of the events. Oh, whoa, okay, slow down. What are we talking about here? Might be mixing me up. We booked it back to Edith after you saw us, so I don't think we had any part in that. I have reports that you were at the scene. Don't play dumb, please. We've also heard that you traveled to Cray Village shortly before that attack there. There's something about you, something that makes these incidents pop up wherever you go. There's got to be a correlation. Yeah, no, we weren't even there. Man, she's nosy. How the hell does she know? Oh shit, is that Dingo over there? Wait, Wait, hey, you're not getting me with that again. You're trying to throw me off the scent, just like with that Maxime scoop. No, seriously, I swear that's him. Who's that lady hugging his arm? Are you actually serious? Wait. Oh, sly dog. Didn't think he had it in him. Now that's a pretty snazzy hotel they're walking into. What's the scoop there, I wonder? Just wait a second. Not sure why you're hounding me. Shouldn't you be looking into Dingo? I know. I need your help with him. You specialize in investigations, right? You're all like sneaky and stealthy and stuff? Well, no, I ain't a detective. Why would I just tail a guy like that? Ah, fine, I can stalk him. What are they saying? I can barely hear them. Hence why I said we should get a bit closer. Well, then he'd spot us for sure. With my sneaky and stealthy experience, no, I think we'd be fine. Sorry for keeping you like that. Oh, not a problem. I'm glad we were able to talk this out some more. I'll be back, you know. Huh? So what the heck were they talking about? They weren't breaking up, were they? That's not the vibe I got. What? How long have you two been there? Dingo, well, told you. You knew from the start. Dingo, who was that woman just now? Is she your, no, she's a colleague, Mario. She's on the selection committee for an award body. Award body? Oh, don't tell me. Somebody got himself a Pulitzer, huh? Well, not quite, but yes, they've been bugging me about it for a while. Wait, the Pulitzer? You're in the running for the highest journalistic award in the land, and you didn't tell anybody? What for? Why are you being so secretive about... God, my stupid phone. Who could be the editor-in-chief? Now? Hello? Okay, yes, right, I get that. What? Sir, please, Okay, all right, I'll be there in a bit. Ouch, hey, they tell you to stop wandering around and start doing your job. Of all the stinking times, I'm holding you to this, Dingo. You better fess up next time. Looks like you got your hands full these days. She's eccentric, I'll leave it at that. Damn, nice job on the Pulitzer nod. I had no idea they were reaching out to you about that. Though, now that I think about it, I guess you were kind of a shoo-in. You were on the ground for the war, if I recall. Yep, I remember running into you once or twice. You were on the Mirage side, but you still lent us a hand from time to time. I had comms with all of Calvard's media outlets at the time. The Royal Guardian, the Tyrell Times, you name it. I even branched out to some international outlets. I was chasing the truth behind it all. Everything else be damned. I put a lot of stuff together from a bunch of different sources, so I guess they wanted to recognize that. I heard you were up on the front lines when the fighting broke out, snapping photos of the battle. The reality of war, those outlets called it. You were anonymous at the time, but I had a feeling it was you. Blew everyone away. That's the thing, it wasn't just me. Can't accept that award in good faith if it means putting down everyone else. I'd hope they'd just leave me be if I kept running long enough, but nope, here they are in Edith. I get that, but come on, don't sell yourself short. You risked your life out there to get these photos. Somebody's got to be recognized for that, and it might as well be you. Plus, you accept that award and it gives you a platform. You can thank them all you want once your article starts selling like hotcakes. Nah, still doesn't feel right. And I don't think I'd be that big. No, old Dingo Brad is still a 2-bit gossip rag reporter. That's all I'm ever going to be, and all I ever want to be. I mean, sure, I guess. It's your life and all. You let that whole nihilist bit slip a little when you watch over that new girl, though. Just heads up. That's rich coming from you. You act all tough, but then you ferry all your part-timers around like some kind of mother hen. Big old softy. Ah. But well, I guess you got a point. There's nothing wrong with training her up as an apprentice. Don't need to give it a cool spin to justify it. Nothing wrong with doing you, just as long as we don't make fools of ourselves in front of the young'uns. Hey bud, you're on the right side of 25. You are a young'un. But yeah, we just got to keep moving forward, you know? Van bid Dingo farewell and returned to his work.
Always room for improvement for us role models.
We're role models. The blind lady killer. Van's strength is +5. Alright then, time to finish off this sweep.
All these shops are so nice.
Weseldam's police must be worried about potential terrorism if they decided to pull the plug on the film festival outright. It doesn't sound like Farbad's force has it any easier either, trying to provide security for it on an unprecedented scale out there. And that's on top of the spike in incidents they're seeing from the greater influx of tourists. Those poor officers can't catch a break. After what happened in Weseldam, the Edith police are on high alert for any suspicious people or objects. If you guys uncover anything like that, make sure to at least report it to us, understand? Don't just jump the gun and try to take care of it yourselves. Terror threats are within our jurisdiction too, you know. I mean, I don't think they're necessarily in a Spriggan's jurisdiction, but you know how it is. If there's one movie star continuing to get attention at film festivals, it's definitely Nina Fenley. You don't have to take my word for it. All the magazines are talking about how quickly she's overtaking more experienced actors. She's big. Guys seem to like Laphal Asnovor more. Asnovor, even. He starred in Wolves Requiem, but me, I love that race car driver, Maxim Lugan. Speaking of him, didn't he make a guest appearance in some movie? I've got to go see it. I can never get enough of him in my life. Perfect Driver 2, then. Is that basically Fast and Furious in this world or something? I don't know many other driving movies after all. I like the director's cut of Golden Blood. Any festival produced by Salvatore Gotti
fans are raving about.
got my attention.
Get the brilliantly
For someone who
bitter
looks so
taste
nice
of
and mellow
Golden
on the
Blood.
outside, you sure enjoy some pretty messed up stuff. Not just movies too. I wonder how many guys out there you've completely fooled. I bet it'd look pretty hilarious if you ever realize if they ever realize what you're really like. Well, I think you're wrong. I like Golden Blood too. How could I not as a Judith Lanster fan? You like Judith more than Nina, even though she isn't Eastern? I guess she was in the running for Best Lead Actress at the awards, but still. You know, Zan's allowed to have tastes in people and things that aren't Eastern, right? She just said she preferred Judith over Nina. What's wrong with that? I didn't mean it like that, I swear, but yeah, that was pretty stupid of me. Sorry. This whole conversation's throwing me. Anyway, on a different note, I heard from my dad that for the actors going to the festival...
A droplet of paradise.
Oh, San, are you up to some ice cream? I think they're supposed to have their seasonal flavors out now. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, and then after that, we should catch a movie. Hey, I'm still here, you know.
Sober Curious.
I feel like there was multiple conversations taking place, and it was flitting about in a way that was really hard to digest. And I think that was the point. Madeline knows I'm dealing with a lot of stuff when it comes to my dad. Yet here I am being left out in the cold while she apparently has something happy and exciting to share just with Sam. Sucks.
Well,
Peter looked so dejected once he realized he was being ignored. Maybe that'll give him a little idea of what it's like to deal with someone who's insensitive and doesn't pay attention to how you're feeling. What? I like Nina Fenley too, of course. I just think Judith Lanster is cooler, that's all. My brother Chen works as a newspaper reporter, but he never gets to do any interviews at film festivals or stuff like that. The other sections drag him in to help all the time, but he tells me it's always serious stuff. I feel really sorry for him. And just the bookshop left, I think.
I see.
So they're promoting the film festival here, huh? The store's always got something interesting going on. I'm supposed to be researching material for today's investment briefing at the Verne Company, but I can afford to take a quick breather. No harm in taking in a little of the festival vibe with some light reading since I can't enjoy it in person. Hey there, we're doing a promotional time with a movie theater right now. Seeing as everyone's talking about the film festival in Farad, we're highlighting all the books and magazines we have on film. It's a mutually beneficial situation. We'll sell what customers want to read, and the movie theater gets more viewers. Everybody wins. This is the best kind of ad campaign, if you ask me. It's what it should be about.
Welcome.
Welcome. Already bought everything
I hope to
from
see
here.
you again.
So that should be the complete sweep
this feels great.
of Edith. Complete. I'm just wondering if I actually tried to bite something at the cafe after being thrown by the whiplash of conversations.
Hey there.
Welcome.
It's that thing
Thank
that
you
some
for
people
coming.
have just like normal things about their lives to
We
go to,
await
and then
your
someone has
next visit.
something deeply serious and political to talk about, and it's like, what? You just don't expect the person to be. To be honest, that person on top of the cafe looks incredibly well read, so maybe I should think. Maybe I should expect that person to be thinking about those kind of things, to be fair. Right, let's do one last warp into everywhere.
Let's do this.
Check the minimap, and I guess it's time to move on for our last bit of the 4 SPGs. Shouldn't be anything in Station
Taking
Street
off
after all.
now.
Sorted. I did check out this one, did I? I'm pretty sure I did.
What have we got?
Doesn't look like there's any good info here. Pretty sure I checked out all the other boards, so that's fine.
Heading to the objective.
And we've done all our free time. Yes, so really it is just the one for Spriggan we have, which is Memorial Park Extermination. Well?
What's next?
What's next? I don't know. Let's go to Old Town. Let's go to the office.
Let's do this.
Hand in our stuff. And see if we reach any other criteria or how far away we are from it.
Gotta
6.
keep this up.
Oh no, we made it.
Rank up.
We're in C now.
Damn. That's
We got
pretty
a sprite.
generous.
Increases healing item range by 10. 5 wind, free space. Do you want that on someone who's deliberately going to be chucking stuff around the place? Was that in a specific slot at all?
Maintenance mode engaged.
In any slot? You would have healing spells, so you wouldn't be doing that. It would be more like... To be honest, I think it'd be more like a fairy thing for me to do. Sprite. Cosmic Boost. Mind Breaker. Chance of lowering target ATS when using attack arts. Oh. ATS though, not thingy. Sounds like it'd be better for...
Maintenance mode engaged.
Points-wise for something else, but... Also depends what section I put it in, into what it can actually give in terms of bonuses. Chance of increasing ATS when deploying shards. Regenerate a small CP after a command battle. Chance of increasing strength when deploying shards. Sounds like it'd be good to put it in there in terms of getting bonuses.
Maintenance mode
Switching
engaged.
to maintenance mode.
Maintenance mode activated.
To be totally fair.
That's a single element. Skill loadout updated. Skill loadout updated.
We'll go with that, I guess.
Radio network.
Alright then. Let's save. And move on, because I think we are... done with every area. Back to the main story-ish. Should we head over to the park now? We best take care of everything that needs doing here before we go. It looked like we had done everything. As you set off to the Memorial Park, the main story will advance. Now time for everyone to tell me how much I missed. Bang contacted the backup members and explained the situation. Before long, everyone was gathered in front of this garage and ready to go.